She yelled, "You're not my dad. Stop telling me how to spend my money." While spending mine, I replied, "Okay." Then I blocked her allowance and cut off her access to everything else. Her freedom lasted exactly 24 hours. I, 29 male, have been taking care of my younger sister Meredith, 22, since our parents died in an accident 4 years ago. I was 25, fresh out of college with my first real job, suddenly responsible for an 18-year-old. I did my best. Moved us into a bigger apartment, made sure she finished high school, helped her get into college. Set up a system where I covered all her expenses: tuition, rent for her dorm, meal plan, plus $800 a month for personal spending. She has access to a credit card on my account for emergencies and approved purchases. Last week, everything imploded. I'd noticed her spending getting wild lately. Designer clothes, expensive restaurants, concert tickets every weekend. The credit card statement showed $3,200 last month alone. When I texted asking about some charges, she ignored me. Finally caught her at her dorm Friday afternoon. Knocked on her door, her roommate let me in. Meredith was there with her boyfriend Cody, 24M, and another friend, Ash, 22F. "Hey, we need to talk about your spending." She didn't even look up from her phone. "Not now, Derek. We're going out." "Meredith, you spent $3,000 last month on top of your allowance. We agreed the card was for emergencies." That's when she exploded. Jumped up, face red. "Oh my God, you're not my dad. Stop trying to control me." "I'm not trying to control you. I'm asking you to stick to our agreement." "What agreement? The one where you hold money over my head? Where you monitor every little thing I buy? The agreement where I pay for literally everything in your life?" She laughed. Actually laughed. "That's your choice. I didn't ask you to." "You didn't have to ask. You were 18. What was I supposed to do? Maybe treat me like an adult instead of a child. I'm 22. I can make my own decisions about my money." "Your money?" "Yes, my money. The money I use to live my life." Cody decided to jump in. "Yeah man, she's right. Pretty controlling to track her purchases like that." Ash nodded. Super toxic behavior, honestly. I looked at these two idiots, then back at my sister. "Just to be clear, you think the money I earn at my job that I transfer to you becomes your money?" "It's money for me, so yes, it's mine." "God, you're so patriarchal, thinking you can tell me how to spend my money just because." She waved her hand around. "Whatever excuse you have. My excuse is that I earn it, and I need it, for my life, which you chose to support, so stop telling me how to spend my money." I stood there for a good 10 seconds, just processing. 4 years of sacrificing, working overtime, missing opportunities because I needed to be stable for her. And this is where we are. "Okay," she blinked. "Okay, you're right. I'm not your dad. Your money, your life, I'll stop telling you how to spend it." Her face lit up. "Finally, thank you. See, was that so hard?" "Nope, super easy. Have a good night." I left. She was too busy celebrating her victory to notice I didn't say goodbye properly. Went straight home, opened my laptop. Time to set her free. First the credit card. Logged into my account, reported her card as lost. Removed her as an authorized user, done in 5 minutes. Next, the monthly transfer. Canceled the automatic $800 payment scheduled for next week. Set up a reminder to not reinstate it. Then the fun part. See, I pay for more than just her spending money. Her dorm room, lease is in my name, she's listed as occupant. Her meal plan, paid through my account. Her phone, on my family plan. Her car insurance, she's on my policy. Netflix, Spotify, everything. All on my accounts. But hey, I'm not her dad. She's an adult making her own decisions with her own money, so I started making some adult decisions too. Phone plan. Scheduled her line for disconnection in 48 hours. Streaming services. Password changes across the board. Car insurance. Sent email to remove her effective Monday. Dorm and meal plan were prepaid for the semester, so those would have to wait. Felt weirdly calm, like when you finally decide to throw out something broken you've been trying to fix for too long. Got a text around midnight. "Card declined at restaurant. Is there a problem with the account?" I replied, "Nope, all good on my end. Have a good night." Her freedom started at 6 p.m. Friday when I left her dorm. Let's see how long it lasts. Update 1. Well, that escalated exactly as expected. Saturday morning, 10 a.m., phone starts blowing up. Meredith calling repeatedly. I let it ring, finally answered on the 8th call. "Derek, what did you do?" "Morning to you too. My card isn't working. I tried to get coffee and it got declined. That's weird. Mine works fine. This isn't funny. Fix it. Fix what? Your money situation. I thought you were handling your own money now. Silence. Then you canceled my card. My card, which you were using. But yeah, I need that card. How am I supposed to buy anything? With your money, I assume. What money? You know I don't have a job. Then maybe get one. You're 22, an adult making your own decisions, remember? She hung up. 5 minutes later, text started. This is so immature. You're being petty. I need money for food. Are seriously gonna let me starve? I responded once. You have a meal plan. You won't starve. Then the social artillery started. Cody texted, bro, not cool what her doing to Mur. She's really upset. Me. Who's this? Cody? Her BF? Oh right, the financial advisor. How's that music career going? No response. Guess the SoundCloud rapper didn't appreciate that. Ash tried next. Hi Derek, hope you're well. Just wanted to check in about Meredith. She seems really stressed. Maybe you guys could talk? We talked Friday. She made her position clear. But she needs support right now. She's going through a lot with school. She's welcome to support herself. Around 2 p.m., Meredith discovered the phone situation. The text stopped. Guess she found Wi-Fi. Email, were you serious? You're turning off my phone? What if there's an emergency? I didn't respond. Derek, please. I'm sorry for what I said. Can we talk about this? Nope. This is abusive. You can't just cut me off with no warning. Email 4. Please answer me. This is serious. I have bills. Bills? What bills? I pay everything. Or used to. Sunday morning brought the extinction burst I was expecting. But not from who I expected. My phone rang at 7 a.m. Unknown number. Almost didn't answer, but something told me to pick up. Hello? Is this Derek? Yeah, who's this? This is Professor Walsh, Meredith's academic advisor. She came to my home this morning, quite distressed. She went to her professor's house on a Sunday? I'm sorry she bothered you. She says you've cut off her financial support. I've stopped giving her money, yes. I see. You understand she's in the middle of the semester? This could seriously impact her studies. Her tuition and housing are paid through December. She has a meal plan. Everything else is her responsibility. Mr. Derek, I understand there may be family tensions, but... Professor, did she tell you why I stopped giving her money? She mentioned an argument. She told me I'm not her father and to stop controlling how she spends her money. So I stopped. Pretty simple. Ah. Pause. I see. Well, perhaps she could apply for emergency funding through student services. That sounds like an excellent adult decision for her to make. He actually chuckled. Fair enough. I'll let her know. But the real entertainment started Sunday afternoon. Meredith had clearly reached desperation mode because she'd gone to the one person she swore she'd never involve. Our Aunt Patricia. Patricia, 48, is our mom's sister. Lives about 2 hours away. She and Meredith had a falling out 2 years ago over some drama I stayed out of. Haven't spoken since. My phone rings. Patricia. Derek, what the hell is going on? Hey Aunt Pat, how are you? Don't hey me. Meredith called me sobbing. Said you cut her off completely? I stopped giving her money. Yeah. Why would you do that? You know she depends on you. Because she told me to stop controlling her money. So I did. Her money? Derek, she's a college student. She's 22. When I was 22, I had 2 jobs. That's different and you know it. How? You weren't orphaned. I was orphaned at 25, still had to work. Silence. Then you're really going to do this? Just abandon her? I'm not abandoning her. I'm respecting her wishes. She wanted financial independence. I'm giving it to her. She's going to have to drop out. No, she won't. This semester is paid. She has 3 months to figure out next semester. Derek, please. She's your sister. And I love her, which is why I'm teaching her this lesson now at 22, instead of letting her learn it at 32. Patricia huffed. Fine, I'll send her money myself. Your choice. How much you thinking? I what? Well, she spends about $4,000 a month, so if you're taking over, that's $48K a year, plus tuition, housing, insurance. Long pause. $4,000 a month? Yep, check her Instagram, it's all designer stuff and bottle service. I can't afford that. Neither can I, apparently. But hey, good luck. She hung up. An hour later, Meredith emailed, thanks for turning Aunt Pat against me too. Real mature. The Sunday evening spiral was almost sad. almost. Email 8:45 p.m. Derek, I need to pay for a Uber to get back to campus. Please just send $20. Email 9. Never mind, got a ride, but I need to talk to you. Email 10. My roommate says I'm being kicked out of the room? Is this true? Oh, right. I'd forgotten I'd emailed housing about removing myself as guarantor. Guess they work fast. Email 11. Derek, please. They say I have 30 days to find new housing or get a guarantor. I cannot be homeless. Homeless? She has 30 days and 2 functioning hands. Monday morning, 8 a.m., the final boss appeared. Cody, in the flesh, at my apartment door. We need to talk man to man. No thanks. Tried to close the door. He stuck his foot in. Seriously, bro, this is messed up. Move your foot or I call the cops. Just hear me out. Meredith is falling apart. She hasn't eaten in 2 days. She has a meal plan. The dining hall it's embarrassing for her. Everyone knows she got cut off. How would everyone know unless she told them? He pushed past me into my apartment. Bold move. Look, I get it. She was disrespectful, but this punishment is too much. It's not a punishment. It's what she asked for. She didn't ask to be homeless. She's not homeless. She has 30 days to figure it out. You know, like an adult. Bro, be real. She can't get a job and keep her grades up. Millions of students do it every day, but she's not used to that. She's special. I laughed. Couldn't help it. Special? How? She's been through trauma. Losing your parents. I lost the same parents, still went to work the next week. His face got red. That's cold, man. Ice cold. You're supposed to take care of her. According to who? According to family. To basic human decency. She has a warm bed, food available, and 30 days to get a job. That's more than most people get. She'll have to drop out, or get loans, or work, or budget, adult stuff. He stepped closer. Trying to intimidate me, I guess. This SoundCloud revolutionary weighing maybe 140 pounds soaking wet. You're gonna regret this when she's on the streets. She won't be on the streets. She'll be at her job, or in a cheaper dorm. Or maybe with you, you could support her. His face went pale. I'm an artist. I don't have that kind of money. But you have opinions on how I spend mine. Interesting. He stormed out, slammed my door. Real mature. The emails kept coming all Monday. I got a job interview at the campus bookstore. Happy now? Minimum wage won't even cover my textbooks. Ash's parents might let me stay with them for winter break, since I'm homeless. I hope you know you've ruined my life. Tuesday morning, the phone disconnection hit. The emails stopped. Radio silence. For about 6 hours. Then I got a call from an unknown number. Let it go to voicemail. Mr. Derek? This is Jamie from Campus Bookstore. Your sister listed you as a reference for her job application. Just wanted to verify her employment history. She said she worked for your consulting firm for 2 years. If you could call back. Employment history at my non-existent consulting firm? This should be interesting. Final update. The lies started getting creative. I'll give her that. I called the bookstore back. Told them I don't own a consulting firm, and Meredith has never worked for me. They thanked me for my honesty. Guess that job opportunity died quick. Wednesday, she tried a new approach. Showed up at my apartment with a whole presentation, literal PowerPoint on her laptop. Just hear me out, she said when I opened the door. Against my better judgment, I let her in. She looked rough. Designer clothes wrinkled, hair in a messy bun, no makeup. The real Meredith, not the Instagram version. She opened her laptop. First slide. Investment opportunity in Meredith's future. I kid you not. So I've been thinking, she started. Instead of allowance, what if we called it an investment? You invest in my education and lifestyle now, and I pay you back with interest after I graduate. What's your major again? Communications. Average starting salary? She clicked to the next slide. $35,000. And you want me to invest how much? Next slide. $4,500 a month for living expenses, plus tuition. So $54K a year for expenses, plus $30 tuition. That's $84K annually. Times 2 more years, $168,000 investment? I'll pay it back. With interest, let's say 5%, that's $175K on a $35K salary? Her face fell. I'll get raises. When's the last time you went to class, Meredith? What? Your classes. When did you last attend? She closed the laptop. That's not. Why does that matter? Because I logged into the parent portal, your professors report attendance. You've missed 60% of your classes this semester. I've been dealing with a lot. Bottle service at Envy is a lot. How did you? You tagged yourself on Instagram every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night while skipping your Friday morning classes. She started crying. Real tears this time. I'm struggling, okay? Losing mom and dad. Stop. Just stop. You were struggling? I was 25, working full-time, suddenly raising a teenager. You know what I didn't do? Party every weekend on someone else's dime. It's not the same. You're right, you had someone taking care of everything. I had to figure it out alone. So what, you hate me? Is that it? I love you, that's why I'm doing this. This isn't love, it's control. No, giving you $4K a month to party was control. This is consequences. She left, slamming the door. But not before. I'll show you. I don't need you or your money. Thursday, got an interesting email from my bank. Someone had tried to add themselves to my checking account using my social security number and Meredith's ID. Wonder who that could be? Called the bank, explained the situation. They blocked the attempt and suggested I freeze my credit. Done and done. Friday morning, a new player entered the game. Got a call from Meredith's roommate, Bethany. Hi, Derek. I'm really sorry to call, but I'm worried about Meredith. Is she okay? Physically, yes, but she's been acting weird. She asked to borrow my credit card for textbooks, but I saw her looking at flight prices. Flight prices? To Miami. Spring break isn't for 2 months. Don't give her your credit card. I figured. But also, she's been taking stuff from our room to sell, like her laptop and some jewelry. Her stuff to sell, I guess. Yeah, but she also asked about my iPad and my roommate Sarah's camera. We both said no, but now we're locking our stuff up. Smart move. Thanks for the heads up. Is she gonna be okay? She'll figure it out, or she won't. Either way, it's her choice. Saturday brought the masterpiece. Meredith sent out a GoFundMe to extended family and friends. Title, Help Me Stay in School, Abandoned by Family. The description was a novel. According to her, I'd suddenly and without warning cut her off. She was facing homelessness. She'd never asked for anything and was grateful for any help. Her dreams of becoming a communications professional were being destroyed. She was working 3 jobs to make ends meet. 3 jobs? Girl couldn't get one. The GoFundMe had a goal of $50,000. She'd included a breakdown. Housing, $20,000. Tuition, $15,000. Basic necessities, $10,000. Emergency fund, $5,000. My cousin texted me the link. Yo, is this for real? I responded, the fiction or the GoFundMe? Within hours, the extended family group chat exploded. Aunt Patricia started it. Has anyone seen Meredith's fundraiser? This is heartbreaking. Uncle Steve, Derek, what's going on? She told me to stop controlling her money, so I did. Cousin Lisa, but she says she's homeless? She has 30 days to find housing and a meal plan and all her basic needs covered through December. This is cruel, Derek. Wait, I just looked at her Instagram. Is that a $400 dinner from last week? Cousin Lisa, holy crap, are those Louboutins? The tide turned fast. Someone did the math on her Instagram posts, roughly $30K in luxury goods and experiences in the past 6 months. While claiming poverty, the GoFundMe got to $250 from 3 donations. One was Cody, $50, one was Ash, $25, and one was Anonymous, $175. Then people started commenting, maybe sell those designer bags first? 3 jobs but posting from brunch every day? Communications major who can't communicate honestly? She took it down within 24 hours. Sunday, I get a call from the housing office. Meredith had found a guarantor for her dorm, some guy named Brandon, 28, she'd apparently been dating. News to me, but okay. Monday morning, final update. Meredith sent one last email. Derek, I wanted you to know I figured it out. Brandon is helping with housing, and I got approved for emergency loans for next semester. I also got a job at the campus coffee shop. 20 hours a week. I still think what you did was wrong. I wasn't ready, but I guess that was your point. I'm keeping the job even after the loans come through. Turns out I actually like earning my own money. Who knew? Don't expect me at Thanksgiving. I'm still mad. But maybe Christmas if you apologize. Also, Brandon wants to meet you. I told him absolutely not. You'd probably run a credit check on him. Meredith, P.S. The car insurance thing was petty. I had to take the bus. The bus, Derek, I replied. Proud of you for getting a job. Brandon's credit is his business. Thanksgiving will be here if you change your mind. P.S. I took the bus until I was 26. You'll survive. It's been quiet since then. Her Instagram went private, but Bethany tells me she actually shows up for her shifts at the coffee shop. Still posts fancy dinners sometimes, but less frequently. Brandon's probably footing those bills. Give it 3 months before she tells him he's controlling too. But here's the thing. She's working. She's learning. She's facing actual consequences and adapting. Will it stick? Who knows, but at least now she knows what her money actually looks like. $12 per hour, 20 hours a week, minus taxes. The entitlement isn't gone. That email proves it. She still thinks I should apologize for not funding her luxury lifestyle? But she's working, she's budgeting, she's learning that financial independence means independently earning finances. Her freedom lasted about 24 hours before reality hit. The meltdown lasted about a week. The lesson? That might last forever. Or until Brandon's credit cards max out. Either way, not my problem anymore. I'm not her dad after all.